Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management. A 30-minute show that features brand news, brand and focus, industry interviews, conversations and much more, all in the mix to promote the brand idea home and abroad. Welcome. First on the show, President of the Digital Marketing Professionals of Nigeria has estimated that digital advertising agencies in the country accounted for about 8.3 billion naira of total advertising spent in Nigeria, put at over 150 billion naira presently. The amount, representing barely about 10% of the total advertising expenditure in the country, is considered to be abysmally low, especially when compared with South Africa's record, where digital agencies' billings is in the worth of $3 billion annually. Mr. Edege says digital advertising industry in Nigeria was growing at a very slow pace compared to happenings in other markets. And away from that now, veteran Nigerian public relations practitioner Yomi BADEJO OKUNSANYA has shared. Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management. A 30-minute show that features brand news, brand and focus, industry interviews, conversations and much more, all in the mix to promote the brand idea home and abroad. Welcome. First on the show, President of the Digital Marketing Professionals of Nigeria has estimated that digital advertising agencies in the country accounted for about 8.3 billion naira of total advertising spent in Nigeria, put at over 150 billion naira presently. The amount, representing barely about 10% of the total advertising expenditure in the country, is considered to be abysmally low, especially when compared with South Africa's record, where digital agencies' billings is in the worth of $3 billion annually. Mr. Edege says digital advertising industry in Nigeria was growing at a very slow pace compared to happenings in other markets. And away from that now, veteran Nigerian public relations practitioner Yomi BADEJO OKUNSANYA has shed more light on why it appears impossible to obtain accurate billings figure for public relations investment in Nigeria. He spoke exclusively with Marketing Edge and observed that throughout the industry, accurate billings figure in PR investment had never been captured by operators in the industry. And according to the erudite practitioner, who is also the managing director of CMC Connect Limited, entry point for public relations in Nigeria was too low, thus creating room for many unregistered briefcase-carrying practitioners. He added that under such an environment, it was practically difficult tracking the size of revenue that passes through them, and yet they eat into the pie. Now, flagship soft drink beverage brand Pepsi, on the stable of 7-Up Bottling Company, has unveiled its latest December seasonal campaign, through which it says it hopes to bond effectively with varying consumers of the brand across the Nigerian market. The campaign, which goes with pay-off tags with gut taste, is aimed at delighting the consumers all through the Yuletide and is being deployed via two major channels of football and music. The move, according to the brand owners, is to further build upon the brand's reckoning for being in the forefront of driving contemporary pop culture across Nigeria's social scene. The marketing manager, 7-Up Bottling Company, Shegun says that the company was very excited to be unveiling the December campaign for the brand Pepsi. And leading dairy milk brand 3 Crowns has reiterated its commitment to promoting healthy living among families in Nigeria at its recently held grand finale of Mom of the Year promo and rewarded the winners in grand style. The finale of this year's edition of 3 Crowns Mom of the Year, which held recently in Lagos, was fun-filled, classy and also glamorous, as the leading brand sought to reward the 5 fit, smart and super cool moms who had been shortlisted from among over 100,000 entries received across Nigeria. The marketing manager, 3 Crowns Milk, Omolara Banjoko, also says that this is the 5th edition of the competition since its inception, and its objectives are to reward and celebrate our mothers for their efforts and sacrifices they make while taking care of the family. The nominees are Mrs. Abigail Oluwasegun, a farmer from Lagos State, Mrs. BADEJO Okunsanyi, an entrepreneur from Ogun State, Mrs. Kafayat Salami, a secretary from Oyo State, Mrs. May Wala, a lawyer and from Abuja, as well as Chinwe Okorafor, a trader from Delta State, openly contested for the grand prize at the event. Group M, the world's leading media investment company, has said the television ad spend would also total less than $65 billion by the end of this year. The decline is the first of its kind since 2015, and according to the report, the fall to $64.3 billion in TV spend for 2019 minus political ads should not be blamed entirely on the rise in cord cutting, but instead is an indicator of sweeping developments change in TV advertising. Group M explains that growing digital brands were more likely to advertise in their local environment, while the slowing established brands facing disruptions were more likely to evaluate their ad budgets. According to the report, streaming services are also expected to be large spenders as the jockey for consumer attention in a crowded field. In line with its objective of facilitating an innovation and investment-friendly fintech environment, members of the Governing Council of Fintech Association of Nigeria recently held an annual retreat. The event afforded members of the Governing Council an opportunity to review the organization's programs in the outgoing year, as well as to set out new targets for the incoming year 2020. Among the issues that were addressed at the retreat include a review of the successes made so far on the implementation of the outcomes of the strategy retreat, which was facilitated by PwC in 2018. The Council also made fresh projections for the new year, including, among other things, more values for members, ecosystem engagement and impact funding, membership growth, project and research works for 2020. Also on the show now, subscription video on-demand service Showmax is ready to address the challenges faced by many Africans when it comes to streaming platforms. The new platform is specifically aimed at consumers who only use smartphones and tablets to watch video content. Video resolution peaks at standard definition to help reduce data consumption, and as a product for the individual, one concurrent stream is included in the plan. According to Nicholas Ekdahl, the CEO of Connected Video Division of MultiChoice, I quote, "This is all about an African service developing a solution that would meet the needs of African consumers," end of quote. Committed to expanding their premium digital out-of-home portfolio, Primedia Outdoor, the largest wholly South African-owned outdoor media specialist, has introduced their biggest ever full-motion iconic transparent LED screen. The portrait transparent LED screen, which measures 65 meters by 13 meters, is located against the lift shaft overlooking the promotional court at Four Ways Mall that attracts approximately 1.2 million shoppers a month. The ultra-slim transparent LED screen is also modern and sleek, alluring to the shopper's eye, and complements the exquisite court perfectly by enhancing the surrounding ambience. Four Ways Mall is situated in the heart of the northern suburbs of Johannesburg and is South Africa's largest regional shopping center, measuring a total GLA of 179,237 square meters since its expansion. ConnyBraams has been appointed to lead Unilever as a Global Chief Digital and Marketing Officer. The CDMO is a new role created by Unilever as it looks to become a future-fit, fully digitized organization. Brams was the previous Executive Vice President for Unilever Middle Europe before taking on the newly created position. It was gathered that Unilever intended exempting the office of Global Chief Digital and Marketing Officer, but instead Brams has been handed a return remit that reflects the company's commitment to digital marketing. The Unilever CEO, Alan Joper, says that Brams is also one of the FMCG giant's most successful and talented leaders, as well as a highly effective driver of change.
Hello, food already. beg you, have you not go chop today?
Today na my cheat day.
So what do you want?
Give me 2 wraps of pound.
Excuse me, madam. The client has just arrived and will be upstairs very soon.
All right, send him right up. Thank you. Hey, Mama, make I see that brocoto.
You know, see. For red brocoto and assorted meat.
That one.
Madam, tell me now. Customer knows which one you want. Amala, Ewegu, Pomo, and then brocoto. No, customer don't buy it. Ebola Abenyo, spirit of human being.
Okay, no fire, na my business.
Internet customer. Abeg, give me brocoto. When she come, you will give her another one.
Okay, no fire.
Don't miss out on life's little pleasures. Upgrade to the super fast and reliable MTN 4G network.
Let me need to.
And brand focus, 5G technology, a new bug in post-digital age. 5G is the tech that is making the entire new tech world, and everyone is talking about it. AR, VR, AI, including the Internet of Things, all these need incredible data speed to actually happen on a public network. Industry watchers believe it's going to be the greatest game changer because 5G connectivity will reduce the cost and time frame of production techniques, which were previously the realm of big film studios. Animated scenes, which once took companies like Disney weeks to produce, can now be made in seconds. They maintain that because of the data transfer speeds, the time and the cost of making incredible immersive content, all will come right down and therefore become accessible to brands. While these abilities might seem like a win-win for advertisers, publishers and audiences, programmatic auctions will have to keep pace with the speed of 5G. Interestingly, the Nigerian market is receiving the delivery of 5G as consumer appetite grows for instantaneous experiences and limitless connection. MTN Nigeria is one company leading the charge, the first of its kind to be launched across the entire West African sub-region.
You can choose to manage everything else, but not your data. Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# today. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Next on Marketing Edge is the interview segment with the GMD CMC Connect Limited. Yomi BADEJO OKUNSANYA is our guest. Stay tuned.
Thank you very much for joining us on the interview segment of Marketing Edge on TV. I have with me today the GMD CMC Connect Limited Perception Manager, Mr. Yomi BADEJO OKUNSANYA. Thank you very much for joining us on the show today. First, I would like to ask you, how would you assess public relations practice in the contemporary age of digitalization?
Public relations in itself, you know how most of how it came about, in itself established here or decreed by, I think it's Decree 16 of 1990. And basically what most people have associated it with is the practice of media relations. But over the years and with the advancement of technology, like you rightly said, digital has come into it. Now it's very important for us to note that in the scheme of things, digital is a tool for public relations. And there are many, so digital has not replaced public relations. In itself, it's about managing perceptions, which issues technology cannot do by itself. So what we've done now is that we've engaged digital to see how we can improve the services or the delivery of public relations in the public space. So there are other forms of things. How do we engage that digital so we can get precise measurement? We can be more accurate in